Speaking of our dad, has Jason taught them how to fight yet? Do the girls know how to fight the Kelce way?
No.
I have not taught them any fighting techniques yet.
We'll
Trying to keep them from getting kicked out of preschool the way I was.
Oh, man, we both got kicked out of preschool. Jason, tell them what you did, and I'll tell everybody what I did.
Well, me and a kid were playing at a cafeteria table, and for some reason we were stabbing each other with sporks, and I hit him hard enough right in the forehead, and so she could say hi.
What?
Come on.
Yes. Look
Hi,
at
Uncle
you.
Trev.
What's up, girly? How you doing?
You hear me?
Good.
How was gymnastics?
What are you wearing? Tell Uncle Trev what you're wearing.
A leotard.
Ooh, very nicely said.
If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Did you know over 90% of you watch without subscribing? It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference and helps us keep bringing you great content.
Do you want to come show your haircut? Come here. Hi. What's that?
Son, come over.
You want Simon to come over?
Yeah.
Did you love that Queen Emma came to visit us today?
Yes.
Yes. Look at me.
What?
Over here, in person.
What?
What's on Mom's eyes? Hey, quiet voice, please. I see. You can have that. You can take it. Hey, come here. Why do you guys come in here and raid all the boxes?
Mom.
Bye.
How come you didn't put my ghost one up there?
Oh, why? That's such a good... Oh, Emma, remember when you said you needed new artwork? Ta-da. Okay, bye. Wyatt, take the little house. Wyatt, take the little house. Please. Welcome to a very special back-to-school / NFL kickoff episode of Not Gonna Lie. It's a Wave original brought to you by ZipRecruiter. I'm your host, Kylie Kelce, officially a mom of a kindergartner. I'm still not sure if I'm okay with that. No. My toxic trait is trying to order one of everything. I want to try it all. I do on almost every menu. I just want to try everything. One of everything. Just a little bite. And most importantly, go Birds! That's right. We made it real. Once tonight is NFL kickoff and it's Birds versus Cowboys at the Link. I love it. I've said it before on game days, life is not happening. Eagles are happening. For right now, all I'll say is it's time to break out the spoons. Yeah, I did just do the rally horn with my voice. Hold on. It'll be worth it, I promise. Could Brad just add that in post? Yes. Is it better off my phone? Also, yes. For anyone new to the show that has no idea what this means, it means that football season is upon us, and you can't be a jinx. So you gotta knock on wood sometimes. And sometimes the only wood you can find that's not fake wood around you. We found out the hard way one day during a record that desk is not real wood. When you hear knocking, it's because I have to. Fuck, that's not real wood. So, might have to knock on her today. Coming up on today's back to school / NFL kickoff special, you're going to get my second ever solo episode. I'm so sorry for you. That's right. Unfortunately, you're stuck with just me for the next 48 minutes as I try to work through the emotions of Wyatt starting kindergarten and my favorite team playing our nemesis in real time. It's not going great. Queen Emma, are you sure this is a good idea? So if I can actually focus, big if, the plan is to get honest about all things back to school. I'll answer a bunch of your Ask Me Something questions because, you guys had to have some parameters. The latest on the barn cat and how Benny is adjusting to Finn 5 months in. Plus, I'll give you my non-football predictions about kickoff. And let's get right into it today. I'm going to kick things off with a banger here. It's one of my all-time favorite segments. You know what's fucked up? Hey, you know what's fucked up? My baby is suddenly old enough to be a kindergartner. Oh my God. No. Oh, I don't like calling her a baby and then saying she's going to kindergarten. Give it a second. Okay. Wyatt has officially started kindergarten, which is fucked up. I'm not feeling great about it. It makes me sad. I swear she just came out, so it's kind of weird to send her to school, like officially. Do I think I'll cry at drop-off? No. Will I cry driving home from drop-off? Yes. I can almost guarantee that. Wyatt is so excited about kindergarten. I'm so excited for her because she's excited, but also, no. She has resorted to telling the adults in our house, myself, my husband, my mom, my dad, that she's growing up on us as a way to, twist the dagger. I don't like it, and it's hurting my feelings. She's excited that she gets to eat lunch at school, and also I think she's just excited to be back with her friends. She's such a little social butterfly. She loves being around kids her own age. She loves playing. She's like built for that. So I'll just be over here sad. It's very, very sad. Queen Emma asked, have you and Jason realized this also means Wyatt officially did not get kicked out of preschool like her dad and her uncle? This is the first time I'm realizing that, and I'm calling that a win. We are 1 for 4 so far, and I kind of love that. I love our odds there. Starting off strong. I think Ellie will also achieve kindergarten without getting kicked out of preschool. Can't say the same for Benny. She is the ringer, and I just don't have faith that she will not do something diabolical. Let's just put it. She will do something that will, at the very least, put us on a very serious phone call. And I know that. I know that because I know Benny. Yikes. That does it for You Know What's Fucked Up. Moving on, I'm going to talk even more about back to school in a little bit, but first I've got to get honest about the 2025 Eagles. How am I feeling? I have faith in the birds, but not too much faith. I don't have any first game of the season rituals. I kind of just face it head on. You just have to, it's starting, we're here. You make sure that you wear your Eagles gear on game day, no matter what. Whether you're going to the stadium or not, you gotta rep it. I don't mind being the opening kickoff game because, quite frankly, ignorance is bliss. And I didn't even know that was the case because all I knew was that the Eagles started that day. I don't know that the NFL starts that day because I would know that once the season was underway. But when I tell you I have tunnel vision for the birds, I mean I have tunnel vision for the birds. And of course the Chiefs. But like, you get it. There's 2 schedules in our house that matter during football season. And so I would have come to that conclusion. There are a few things as electric as Lincoln Financial Field for an Eagles kickoff game. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay, now since I'm talking about the game, I figured I'd quickly do some kickoff predictions, except the real ones know I believe in jinxes far too much to give any real predictions about the actual game, so instead, here are my predictions about everything else. Essentially, instead of guessing how many TDs Saquon will score, I'm going to predict things like what color shirt Big Dom will be wearing. You get it. So Queen Emma has written out several home opener scenarios, and I'm going to respond to each with my best prediction. Queen Emma said I'm probably going to need my spoon, so got it. Number 1, how many times will I say fuck the Cowboys from the moment I step into the parking lot to when I return to the car post-game? Over under 30 times? I'd say over. Over 30 times for sure. That is honestly one of the key bonding moments that you get to experience in Lincoln Financial Field on a game day against the Cowboys. So I will be partaking in that. What else will I be saying? That's one of the downsides of going to watch a game in person. I have said it a number of times now that when I go to the stadium, I am not allowed to be as free with my thoughts and feelings as I am in my own living room, in the privacy of my own home. So I will probably be saying significantly less curse words in the stadium than I will when I watch games at home. So, will I think them? Yes. That's probably going to be the entire narration of my inner thoughts. Number 2, what Eagles jersey or shirt will I be wearing to the game? That's game time decision. I have a couple favorites. Oh God, this is where I get into like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, my superstitions are starting to rage. I can wear either Kelly or Midnight Green. I also have some black Eagles shirts. I have to have at least one of the new Eagles head logo, not the old school eagle, although that is my favorite Eagles logo, is the old school eagle. I have to have at least one newer eagle head somewhere on my person. Why? Couldn't fucking tell you. Number 3, how many minutes after I walk into the link will I be holding a container of Chicky and Pete's crab fries? I see. It depends, because if I go with Jason, it takes us a lot longer to get to our destination. So I would say minimum 10 minutes, maximum 30. Fun fact, I say no cheese. There's a cheese sauce. It's phenomenal. It's so delicious. But I don't want it in the stadium for some reason. I just want the fries. God, I'm excited for those fries. They're so good. Number 4, if the broadcast cuts to Jason, will you be next to him or hiding in a corner somewhere? You already know the answer to this. I'll be hiding in the corner. I love to sit next to my husband. I enjoy sitting next to him for football games because then I can either hear his feedback when he talks to himself about it, or I can actively ask him questions while it's happening that makes the game even more fun to watch and more enriching because you have a deeper understanding. But I, at the risk of ending up on the Jumbotron, I will probably find myself somewhere else. Or maybe I'll try to ask around, get to the bottom of when they would be. They have a very strict run of show that the people in the stadium do an outstanding job producing for the entire stadium. So maybe I can just like get a hint. Oh, hold on. You can send the girls into the house at 10 first. There's about to be a clusterfuck of children. I'm just warning you ahead of time. Hi, babies. Oh, you're ready for Miss Cindy? Yeah! Oh, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. My babies, my babies, my babies, babies, babies. Do you want to come show your haircut? Come here. Hi. What's that?
Son, come over.
You want Simon to come over?
Yeah.
Did you love that Queen Emma came to visit us today?
Yeah.
Yes. Look at me.
What?
Over here, in person.
What?
What's on Mom's eyes? Hey, quiet voice, please. I see. You can have that. You can take it. Hey, come here. Why do you guys come in here and raid all the boxes?
Mom, no.
Bye.
How come you didn't put my ghost one up there?
Oh, why? That's such a good... Oh, Emma, remember when you said you needed new artwork? Ta-da! Okay, bye! Wyatt, take the little house! Wyatt, take the little house! Please? Okay. Number 5, what are the odds I lose my voice from booing the Cowboys for 3 hours straight? Slim. Because, like I said, I have to be on my best behavior in the link. but I'll be thinking it. And that does it for Can I Be Honest and my non-football football predictions. Moving on, let's take a little football intermission here and get into some of the questions the real ones sent in for Ask Me Some Things, because Ask Me Anything was far too open-ended. Seriously, you guys, you got to get a grip. Okay, let's get right into it. First question from Beth Erickson 7. Update on Benny and if she likes Finn yet? Beth, I'm so glad you asked. Over the last 5 months, we have definitely had progress. Benny will still tell people to put her down, but it has progressed from put it down, which I'm going to call progress. We also have had a few times where Benny actually talks to Finn, or what she likes to call plays with Finn. I don't necessarily know if I would classify it as playing, but she's trying her best and she is engaging in positive interactions. So, calling it a win. I have asked her recently, should we keep her? When I say that, I mean it in like a playful way, but I have said, hey, Benny, do you think we should keep her? And she said, yes. So that's great. To be fair, previously she has answered no. So again, progress. We'll take it. Next from TBB_9. How's the barn cat doing? Well, we don't have one. When we need to find one, I don't think it will be difficult. I think that at some point we can venture our way out to Lancaster County and drive around for a little bit and find a house that has a sign that says kittens, usually painted on an old piece of wood. And then we can just roll up. Those are not, they're probably not well socialized kittens. So that will be our barn cat opportunity. I'm a big proponent of going to the PSPCA and snatching one of those cats up. But I think, again, typically those are going to be the cats that are more, they're destined to be an indoor cat. They've probably lived a couple lives before they ended up there. Yeah, so I think that at some point, or maybe the cat distribution system will grace us with a contribution. I get this on my TikTok feed all the time of people finding a puppy and then they get out of their car and there's 7 puppies in the grass next to the highway. I think I've been preparing for that moment my whole life and I'm waiting for it to happen. Similarly, I'm listening for a faint meow at any point every single day of my life. An important follow-up to a lot of cat questions would be, what will the cat's name be? I know that my husband is on board with this, so I'm going to go ahead and say this. I love the idea of a cat being named after a food. I love the idea of any pet being named after a food. I think it's hilarious. I think it's adorable. I think it is charming. I love it. I love everything about it. The girls will be asked about what they would like to name a cat, but their submissions will probably be dismissed pretty quickly because I've heard what they've come up with in other situations. Finn's nickname is Pickle because Ellie said she wanted to name Finn Pickle, and then she was fully committed to the name Pickle. So if they wanted to name a tiny human Pickle, actually Pickles would be a great name for a cat. So maybe I'll go to Ellie for this one. Maybe I'll pretend that they're naming a human and they'll give me a better cat name. If I ask them for a name for a cat, they're going to tell me Sheila. So I'd rather a cat named Pickles than a cat named Sheila. Anyway, and lastly, go to favorite treat you hide from your kid/husband. Are you successful in hiding? A sweet treat, any sweet treat, literally any sweet treat. I have a sweet tooth. I love a sweet treat. Not all sweet treats, but a lot of sweet treats. Here's the deal. Best part is I don't have to hide it from my husband. We have slightly varying preferences when it comes to sweets. He's an ice cream guy. I'm not really an ice cream person. It works out great because I love chocolate cake. he's not that big into chocolate cake. He'll eat it. Same way I'll eat ice cream. But it's not something I would seek out, which makes us very complimentary. And I love that for me. Also, if he wanted to share something, I would share it with him in a heartbeat. My kids, on the other hand, I will sneak donuts into the house. I do have a stash at any given point of some type of sweet treat. Current sweet treat, there is an entire bag of Bunch of Crunch. If you know, you know, from BJ's. I got a whole bag of Bunch of Crunch. And occasionally I just grab a couple out on my way by. The key is that with 3 moving children, it's really hard to successfully sneak it and eat it before they realize. So I just always end up sharing a little bit with whichever child catches me. And that does it for Ask Me Some Things. Part 1, that's right. I'm going to answer even more questions in part 2. But first, ZipRecruiter.
If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Did you know over 90% of you watch without subscribing? It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference and helps us keep bringing you great content. Now let's talk about Travis Kelce post-Brazil encounter. Hold up. You think you know what went down in Brazil with Travis Kelce? Think again, because what I'm about to tell you will completely change how you see this entire situation. And trust me, nobody else is talking about the real tea that went down on the New Heights podcast. We're talking about a complete meltdown, family drama, and some serious relationship revelations that have everyone questioning everything they thought they knew about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. So picture this nightmare scenario. You're Travis Kelce, arguably one of the most clutch players in NFL history. You're playing in front of millions of people worldwide, representing American football in Brazil, and everything that could go wrong literally goes wrong in the most spectacular fashion possible. But here's the kicker that nobody saw coming. Taylor Swift was nowhere to be found, and when Jason Kelce pressed his brother about it on their podcast, Travis's response was absolutely shocking. Let me paint you the complete disaster that was September 5th, 2025. The Kansas City Chiefs are supposed to dominate this Brazil game, right? Wrong. From literally the 3rd play of the game, everything falls apart. Xavier Worthy goes down with an injury, and suddenly Travis is looking around like, where's everybody? But here's what makes this story absolutely insane. Travis admitted on the New Heights podcast that he knew something was off before the game even started, and it wasn't just the injury situation. Jason Kelce, being the absolute savage older brother that he is, didn't hold anything back during their podcast breakdown. He straight up asked Travis, "Bro, where was your head at during this game?" And Travis's answer? Mind-blowing. He said that playing without Taylor felt completely different. Not because he needed her support, but because the entire energy of the stadium was wrong. Fans were literally asking him where Taylor was during warm UPS. Can you imagine trying to get in the zone while thousands of people are screaming about your girlfriend instead of football? But wait, it gets crazier. Those false reports about Taylor Swift landing in Sao Paulo created absolute chaos at the airport. We're talking massive crowds, security nightmares, and complete pandemonium, all for someone who was never even on a plane to Brazil. And when Jason asked Travis if he knew Taylor wasn't coming, Travis dropped this bombshell. He said Taylor made a decision to stay away specifically because she didn't want to become a distraction if the team lost. Think about that for a second. She literally predicted they might struggle and stayed home to protect Travis from additional pressure. Now here's where the family drama gets real. Jason absolutely roasted Travis for his performance statistics. 87 receiving yards on 8 catches might sound decent to casual fans, but Jason broke it down ruthlessly. He pointed out specific plays where Travis gave up on routes, missed crucial blocks, and failed to create separation when the team desperately needed him. And Travis? He took it like a man, but you could hear the frustration building in his voice as Jason kept pushing him to admit his mistakes. The conversation then took this incredible turn when Jason asked the question everyone's been thinking. Is dating Taylor Swift making football harder for you? Travis's response literally gave me chills. He said that Taylor warned him about this exact scenario months ago. She told him that when you're in a high-profile relationship, every failure becomes amplified, Every mistake becomes a story, and every bad game becomes about your personal life instead of your professional performance. And Brazil proved her absolutely right. But here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. Travis revealed that Taylor actually watches game film with him. She sits there and analyzes plays, asks questions about strategy, and helps him prepare mentally for games. According to Travis, Taylor understands pressure better than almost anyone because she performs in front of massive crowds every single night. She taught him breathing techniques, visualization methods, and ways to block out external noise. But in Brazil, none of it worked, and Travis admitted he felt like he let everyone down, including Taylor. Jason then dropped this bombshell question. Do you think the fans were more disappointed about losing the game or about Taylor not being there? Travis went completely silent for like 10 seconds before answering, and what he said was heartbreaking. He admitted that when he looked up at the stands during the game, he could see fans with Taylor Swift jerseys and signs, and it hit him that some people were only there because of his relationship, not because they cared about his football career. The Brazil loss exposed something deeper, though. Travis confessed to Jason that he's been feeling pressure to be perfect ever since he started dating Taylor. Every game feels like it's being judged not just by football fans, but by millions of Taylor Swift fans who know nothing about football. He said it's like playing for two completely different audiences with completely different expectations. And Brazil was the first time those expectations crashed into each other in a disastrous way. But here's where the story gets really emotional. Jason, who's always been Travis's biggest supporter and harshest critic, told him something that hit different. He said, "Travis, you've been so worried about living up to Taylor's success that you forgot how to just play football." That moment of brotherly honesty apparently made Travis realize he'd been overthinking everything, trying to be worthy of dating someone as successful as Taylor instead of just being the elite athlete he's always been. The podcast episode ended with Travis making this incredible declaration. He said the Brazil failure was exactly what he needed to remember who he is as a player. He talked about how Taylor handles criticism and setbacks, turning every negative into motivation for her next performance. Travis said he's going to use that same energy to come back stronger, not as Taylor Swift's boyfriend who plays football, but as Travis Kelce, who happens to be in an amazing relationship. So what's the real takeaway from this Brazil breakdown? It's not just about a bad game. It's about identity, pressure, relationships, and finding yourself when the whole world is watching. Travis Kelce learned some hard lessons in Brazil, but if you know anything about the Kelce brothers, you know they turn setbacks into comebacks better than anyone. And speaking of comebacks, if you want to stay ahead of all the drama, all the behind-the-scenes stories, and all the exclusive insights that mainstream sports media won't give you, you absolutely need to smash that subscribe button right now. I'm bringing you the real stories, the family conversations, and exclusive details that nobody else is covering. Hit subscribe, ring that notification bell, and join the thousands of people who are getting an inside scoop on everything Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and the NFL drama you can't find anywhere else. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming.